Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gashi's Command TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. On July this year, William Samoei Ruto took the dowry to Bodo, and he came out with three experts, or the three or four, akina Joho, akina Paranya, akina Opiwa Dai, akina John Badi. He came up, he was given the girl. The girl is now in UDA government and is part of the government. Then, about 10 days ago, William Samoei Ruto took, I think, 12 goats to Gatodo, the birth home of one Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And what we have seen is the birth of a government. I don't know how to describe it. In the meantime, I'm calling it the bed-based government, or you call it the good government. So what is the next destination? Because if you ask me, William Samoei Ruto next destination would be to Kalonzo's home. And before even he went to Raila Amolo Odinga, the powers that be had approached Kalonzo Musyoka to join them, but he refused. And if he goes to Kalonzo, I don't know what will be left for this country. When I look at William Samoei Ruto will not spare anything to win the 2027 general elections. In fact, even if it means firing all those who helped him, Akina Kimani Ichung'wah, to win the first term, even if it means firing them, I think the only person who we cannot easily fire is Kipchumba Murkomen and Davis Churchill. But William Samoei Ruto is likely to end up with a cabinet full of Jubilee and ODM. That is Azimio. In fact, as we talk now, this government, the minority party is UDA. When you look at it, even the dockets that they are holding, the people who are holding those dockets are from Azimio. And all this is meant to win the 2027 general elections. But the big question is, if William Samoei Ruto takes goats to Sekuru, Kalonzo's home, is Kalonzo going to accept the bride price? Is Kalonzo going to welcome him? Is Kalonzo going to slaughter one of the goats like Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta did? What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Me think that Kalonzo is not likely to accept that offer. Unknown to many people, Kalonzo is a hardliner. And if you want to know, ask one Raila Amolo Odinga. It is not easy to convince Kalonzo Musyoka. Kalonzo is also a tough negotiator. And even if we were to join William Samoei Ruto's government, I think he would just get the intestines, kwa sababu zile nyama za maana zitakuwa zimeliwa. The thighs, the ribs went with Azimio. That is Raila and Uhuru's part. So what you would get is maybe the hoofs, the horns, and the head. And Kalonzo cannot accept that. Number three, why I think Kalonzo is not likely to accept is because Kalonzo is getting the backing of Gachagua. And Gachagua is banking on Kalonzo Musyoka. That Kalonzo Musyoka will contest the presidency and he will be cleared by the IBC and he stands the highest chance in the next elections. That is the thinking in Kalonzo's side. So you not easily accept, because even if you accept, then opposition will be completely finished. The other reason that would make Kalonzo resist this kind of deal is because of the issue of trust. In the fullness of time, we are likely to see a lot of friction in William Samoei Ruto's government, because here comes Jubilee part from Uhuru side and Raila side. Already I've seen people complaining. I've seen Robert Alai complaining that he did not like it that Uhuru and Ruto agreed to work together and bring some people maybe to help steer the government. And this is an indication that there's likely to be a lot of mistrust between the three major partners, that is Uhuru side, Raila side, and Ruto side. Because if I may ask you, do you think Kimani Ichung'wah is comfortable when he sees Kabogo there? William Kabogo, Nyundo ako pale. Do you think Kimani is comfortable? And he thought that he's the only person in the mountain who is actually in the government. And when they're in the government, they can be able to say so many things. Because if you ask me, Kabogo is battle hardened. Kabogo is also a mobilizer when you look at him. Kabogo is also a man who is extremely rich. So there's likely to be friction, and Kalonzo would fear, and he will not fit in this game plan. The other issue is that when you look at Kalonzo Musyoka seems to have a constituency behind him. I'm not saying that others not have. And it is this constituency that Kalonzo uses, like he did wakati wa Kibaki, when he was accused of kupita katikati yao, and then he was made the vice president of the Republic of Kenya. That was 2007. And then he was able to stop the post-election violence. So you not easily accept. The other thing is that he understands very clearly that if Gen Z are not going to support another candidate, because he understands very clearly that the Gen Zs cannot support William Samoei Ruto. That is given. And whatever William Samoei Ruto does, can also understand very clearly that he cannot get the backing of the voters. He understands very clearly this, and it will be a waste of time. So you'd like to take this opportunity and grab this opportunity and capitalize on it. Because the only challenge, if you ask me, the only challenge that Kalonzo is likely to get is from Okia Omtata, if he's going to vie. And also, if Matiang'i is going to vie. Those are the only two leaders who can actually shake Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Because as things stand now, I don't think Raila Amolo Odinga is going to vie for the presidency. I don't think. And the way they are working with the three guys, the dynasty guys, I don't think they are likely to support another candidate. The other issue is that Kalonzo is still banking on Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Although Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta has given his troops to work with William Samoei Ruto, he still thinks that Raila can decide to support him together with Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. I understand this is an agreement that was written, a MOU, and Raila was to go for one term, and then Kalonzo would take over, and they were supposed to rally behind this candidate, that is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. So, according to me, Kalonzo sees the opportunity of now becoming, if not the leader of the opposition, the most influential politician other than William Samoei Ruto. Because as things stand now, these other leaders are becoming irrelevant. Because once you start working with William Samoei Ruto, you kill your career. Once you start working with William Samoei Ruto, your popularity starts waning very, very fast. So Kalonzo would like to also prove other people wrong. People have been calling him watermelon, and he'd like also to prove them wrong. I don't know what you think, but from where I sit, the only other person who I know cannot be bought is Martha Wangari Karua. And by the way, hats off for Martha Wangari Karua. She is likely to be the last woman standing. Was it the last man standing? Because when you look at Martha Karua, she has her own principles. She has her own ideology. And it's not easy to actually convince her to work, especially with William Samoei Ruto. So continue. For those of you who are traveling, by the way, to Nakuru, it's a gridlock. Nakuru-Nairobi highway. Barabara imeshikana kushikana. Bumper to bumper. So take care, because I've seen some people actually playing football, passengers. Wametoka kwa gari, wanacheza mpira sasa. Because they have nothing to do. Wanacheza na madereva na mkaga. That is our country today. So guys, enjoy your evening. Bye.